The other day, I was with my son, and I told him, I said, "Can I be honest with you? I used to fear death. I feared death because I wasn't really living." I told him, I said, "I don't anymore because I have really lived. I want to keep really living, but the fact that I no longer have to live with regret, I'm not afraid of death." I recall about 7 years ago reading a book, and the very first line of the book simply said this: "Stop living as if the goal of life is to arrive at death safely." And that hit me square between the eyes because at that point in my life, I was living for security, comfort, and I hoped for a little bit of reputation that people would like me. But I wasn't living as a man, I was descending as a man. My habits, my mindset, it was all descending. This was not going to end well for me or the people in my life. This took me on a journey into a wilderness of figuring out, who am I? And what is this thing in me that keeps wanting to live for so much more? What is this thing in me that feels like a lion that's sleeping, that wants to wake up and live? What is that in there? And how do I unlock that? And as I looked at life, I found that there's three basic types of people. There are people that I call drifters. These are people that just drift about in life, maybe with some good intentions and some hopes, and that somehow life is just going to go okay if I just have good intentions. These people don't really look to make decisions in life. They're just kind of existing. They kind of cross their fingers and hope things will work out well for everybody, but they're not really pursuing life. They're just existing inside of it. And then you have people that are digging ditches and living in ditches. These are people that at some point they were a drifter, but then all of a sudden they got derailed and they end up digging a hole to nowhere with their life. They feel like the best is behind them. They feel like they can no longer be who they were made to be. And so every day they just feel like they're digging a hole to nowhere. But then there are people who are climbing mountains. This represents men who are interested in things like legacy, purpose, impact. These are men who look at life with a serious look in their eyes. Although they love to have fun and hang out with people and have a good time, they look at life and realize there's a seriousness. They look at life and realize that their life must make an impact. They realize their life must count for something bigger than just the things of life. That's why I have put together this group called the League. It's for those men who want to live for legacy and impact in this world. The goal of this group is to simply serve that man's entire life. I want that man to have a board and a butler. My goal is to be the butler. I set the table for great men to sit around tables and have conversation and know each other and do things together, serious things and fun things. The other people in that group are like a board of directors for the man, because every man's life is so important that he must be surrounded by great men who also climb mountains and understand that to live for legacy and impact and purpose requires you do it with other people. You can dig a ditch alone. You can drift alone. You cannot climb a mountain alone. The goal of the League is to serve your entire life. It's for you to have an organization, a community of people that will serve your professional life and help you move forward in the work that you do, that will serve you as just a man, to help you be the man, to help you be the joyful, loving, strong man you are made to be. But this group also serves to be there for you in your most personal life, which is your family, to help you as a man lead and love boldly inside of your home with your wife and your kids. This group, the League, it's for serious men who want to hang out with serious men and live our best bold life.